Playing on Brandywine. My server got blown up. Server I used to play on. I started playing this game when it first came out. I was telling the guys that were watching the stream earlier today that this is the MMO that I've always wanted to like the most and spend a lot of time in, and somehow I always get distracted from it, and I often come back to it, but I've just never like stuck with it, and I really want to see all the new content. There's so much that I've never seen past like level, I don't know, 60-ish. I guess my Runekeeper is 78, but that was like towards the end of the time that I played, and I wasn't really paying attention to story and stuff. Like, I really want to get back up to that level again and really focus in on what's going on and enjoy the ride. But I'm a little anxious to get past like all of the vanilla and Moria content. But I know that it's hard to like, it's a lot of content, it's a lot of playing, so if I don't just enjoy that too, I'll get miserable. So hopefully finding this class that I'm really enjoying will help with all of that. All right, let's look at recent purchases. Shield of the Hammerhand. Let me search in my bag. Yeah, the only thing I have is the Reveler Shield. So it's not in my bag. And it's not in my mailbox. Let's see. Alright, it just showed up. Here it is. That took a while. And there's my shield. Dun, 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 dun. Now he just looks cool with that frickin' shield on his back. I'll never go back to a cloak again. It's funny how it just showed up like that. So what crafting should I do on this character? That's like another question I have. Is there one just like, even like lore wise or anything makes sense? I wear what, medium armor? I use swords. Or axes or whatever.
let you leave me to my misery, I don't know if you can help me.
Okay. Woodcutter worker as well. They do class items on Beorning. Is that right? Woodcutter worker. Okay, I'll look into that. Like statue for class slot. Do I get, is like my secondary, what's my secondary legendary? Am I saying that right? My secondary legendary? Like, do I get a ranged weapon slot? Or is that, I mean, I have a ranged weapon slot. Is that something I actually use? Maybe I'll look into woodcutter then. That's cool. Like, it'd be fun to just do something that was going to be useful for me. Collect his ledger. Okay. I think I've gotten all these quests at this point. Wooden statue. That's my secondary legendary. It's just a statue I hold. I have to say that's a little weird. Whoa, I'm like just running into all kinds of stuff here. Oh, I guess we're gonna fight the captain again. Where's she going? Come back here. Yeah, it's like once you get in bear form, you are pretty OP. So did we already get the ledger? I think we did. Wait, did we? Yeah, we got it. Okay. What's this down here? Defeat Skunk Woods Den Mother. Oh yeah. Vaskin saying you prefer this or Elder Scrolls Online. Lexard said, sorry, I'm not English, can't explain well. No, it's perfect. Thank you. I totally get it, and I appreciate you helping me learn things, even though English is not your first language. Where are you from, Lexard? And Vaskin, that's a hard question to answer. First of all, my buddy that I play with a lot, Artrex from Artrex Gaming, he also streams, but he is into ESO right now. And so, if nothing else, but because of playing with him, I definitely will still be playing some ESO. However, if it wasn't for that, I'm not sure. Like, they're such different games. They really are. Which do you prefer? Have you played them both? It's really hard to compare them, you know? They're just like, ESO is so much more action-oriented, limited skills. Let's see if we can just pull like a couple of these guys here at a time. Oh yeah, that worked out really good. You haven't played either? I mean, like, obviously story and lore, I like LOTRO a lot more. And some of that is just comfort level. I don't know. It's been hard for me to really pick up on what's really going on story-wise or lore-wise in Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, the graphics are amazing in ESO. Just a lot newer game. Shouldn't say a lot newer game. It is a newer game, though. The housing system that they've just introduced in ESO is, at least for me, is probably about as good of a housing system as I've seen in an MMO. It gives you a lot to work towards. It's very customizable. I need to go because the Bible Microwave and store can't go with phone. They think I'm doing movie. Alright, Lexard. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you again sometime. Yeah, don't get in trouble at the store. But I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. So I guess I like parts of both MMOs, and it's really hard. It would be hard for me to choose like one or the other, I guess. At least at this point. Oh, we got Sally's chain. So now we need to go up to more treasure, and then the thieves. That's both up there. How many, so we're 21 out of 30. We'll keep taking out a few more. I feel like in LOTRO you really don't start getting interesting gear to drop until like Lone Lands, and then you'll occasionally start seeing stuff, I guess. But I don't know, it's weird how that works. Maybe you occasionally see something here. Alright, so what are we doing in here? Blackwold Thieves and more treasure. Collect the strong box. Find his master key. See, I thought there was something about poisoning the food in here, but maybe we get sent back out here to do that. Which we may not do unless the epic storyline sends us back out here, because this is our second time back in this general area. Alright, so the lockbox is going to be right on the other side of that. Whoa. And we just pulled sober. You're in a mess of trouble, she said. I tried to go to bear form. I guess it didn't work. Bear form does so much damage. It's pretty awesome. This class feels very sustainable, at least at this point. We just completed the deed. I gotcha. So now we're on the advanced deed, where we can get justice. Got a few LOTRO points. That's anti-exploit. Oh, now he's coming out. Let's see if we can get him to come out here. Alright, there's the stronghold. I mean the strong box. And then I guess keep going through here to find the master key. We're just wrecking fools with our bear form. So I guess like the only comparison I know of in terms of classes or games that I've played would be Druid form and WoW, but this feels very different than Druid form. Whoa, I didn't see him. Okay, that's who we killed to get the key, I guess. Okay. Nothing else we really need to do up here. So the cooldown for the heal is pretty long, huh? "15 seconds or so. I hope we get like an AoE attack with the bear that just does damage like to everyone in front of us. That'd be pretty cool. We've killed Captain Dogwood twice. I think that's enough. So we're about to hit 10. About to hit 10. I guess in terms of Lone Lands, we'll probably get what, to like 18 or so before we head out to Lone Lands if we do a lot of the smaller quests with the epics. Oh, look at all these wolves out here. Too bad I didn't find that area when I was trying to kill all the wolves on that last quest. How does the skill system work? I would say this skill system's a little more like traditional MMO. Look at this train of mobs we've got coming with us. Come on, woodcutters. Y'all need to help us out. Oh, they're all going back. So here are the skills. Well, no, let's look at actual skills first. This may be what you mean. You know, like an old school MMO, we're going to get, by the time we get to end game, we're going to have just oodles of skills. We'll probably fill up maybe 3 skill bars easily. And that's just like with our action skills. And with this class, with Beorning class, when we go into bear form, there's certain skills we can do. When we're in human form, there's certain skills we can do. So that's the active skills. And of course you get passive skills. We don't have that many right now. I wonder if that means, oh, that's like so because there's not supposed to be many Beornings in the world, like according to the lore, we get a -7 fate. But we get a lot of might and some natural resistance and some natural vitality. So that's those. There's our mounts. Okay, so that's the skills. And as we get levels, we'll just naturally get skills. You know, one thing in ESO that is cool is that you actually level up your skills as you're using them. There's nothing like that in this. We do have another skill point here, though, or class trait point. When I say this is more like a classic MMO, you can see it's got like a well, this is in this game is called class traits, and so you choose which specialization you want, and we're going with the claw, more the straight DPS, and then you choose what you want to put your points into within that spec. But even though we're doing the red line, we can still put points in the blue or the yellow line, I believe is how that works. And then on top of class traits, we have race traits that we'll unlock as we go, and then we have virtue traits. And as you do certain things within the game that give you rewards, you'll get certain points in things. So like if we built up our honesty level, each time we get a point in honesty, we get plus power, plus armor value, and +2 to fate. So you kind of choose the ones that work the best with your class and pursue those. Kind of like the mastery system in League of Legends. Let's see, what are you saying, Lexard? Move on in. Next one kicked out. I think we have a quest to turn in. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. Okay, so do we want food that's going to give us vitality or might? We'll go with the might. You've acquired your first commendations. That's for monster play. Okay, our instance finder is open. Item we're on defeat. Epic battles. And our first skirmish is available, the epic battle skirmish. What's max level in this game? Honestly, I think it's something like 105, but I could be wrong on that. It's high, whatever it is. All right, I really don't want to do epic battles at this point. All right, there's another quest turn in.
How can I be of service? Would you do something for me?
Collect Pickthorn's treasure. So it'll just depend on... Oh, yeah, we will go do that because it's right over here. Alright, so one thing to note is we did just get a new ability. It's called Biting Edge. It does 2 attacks. It's got a cooldown of 8 seconds. It adds 15 to Wrath, so we probably ought to use that first, right? Because it's going to add the most Wrath, which allows us to get into bear form the quickest. So I think that'll change our rotation up. Because none of these are... Actually, I might still want to do Expose first, only because that lowers the target's mitigation. So I think we'll leave it like that. 105 still. But must up in Mordor. Yeah, they've... the Mordor stuff is coming out soon, right? Yes, LOTRO is free to play. Now, I will tell you, I'm a VIP player, which means I play a subscription, just like you would in World of Warcraft, or just like you can, although you don't have to in ESO. And there are a lot of benefits from being subscribed. But as Lexard is saying, if you have the time, really all you do is you speed up things by being a VIP. If you have the time, you'll level a little more slowly. and certain things will be a little more limited, although you can still do everything. So you can get all of the content you want, and you can even earn LOTRO points by playing the game. And when you have enough LOTRO points, you can go, especially if you get them on sale, you can purchase different regions to unlock those. But all the epic quest lines you get for free, certain zones you get for free. I will say there is usually, let's go to the store page real quick. There is usually sales, I don't know about through Steam. I guess it's all in-game purchases now, but they often put like bundles and stuff on sale so you can get a lot of, even the expansions for really inexpensive. So yeah, it's a lot of MMO, especially for being free to play. And it's not borked. Like, I always feel like Star Wars: The Old Republic, though I think that's a really good MMO if that's your thing. If you try to play that free to play, it is really borked. I mean, it's not great. Alright. So we need to look and see which one we would get. If we wanted to have Woodworker, we either need to do Armsman or Woodsman. So Armsman comes with Weaponsmith, Prospector, Woodworker. Woodworker, Forester, Farmer. So what does Forester mean? They gather the wood. So that's probably what I want to do, right? You're saying Woodsman? Okay. Because Armsman I'd have to buy. Okay, let's just do that.
Greetings.
I'm going to go with your advice. Do we want to do the introduction quest? So let's go ahead and equip the tool that allows us to cut trees down, or to gather wood. Because that's what we'll be doing. We'll just be gathering a lot of wood while we're out in the world when we see it, I guess. And isn't there a way, like, did we just get a crafting skill that allows us to see, yeah, track. So we want to track wood. There we go. Oh, it just went down here. I guess we'll put that up there too, but we want to track wood. Okay. So we're not going to do the introductory quest right now. Okay, nice. I might have to give it a try. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah. If you do create a character, if you want to come on Brandywine, the server I'm on, then let me know, and I'll send you a friend invite, and I can always get you in this kin I'm in. The nice thing about the kin I'm in, and I don't honestly know anyone in here that well, but the nice thing is it's just a really big guild, and so people are always helping each other, running events together. It's a it's a pretty cool deal, and I think you get a little bit of a bonus to XP if you're a part of a kin. All right. Yeah. So I think we're about done with this area, other than finishing the epic storyline.
Greetings.
We'll see which one we want to take here, Might or Vitality. Let's go Might. We're gonna really focus on DPS.
How can I be of service?
For now, unless we see that we're getting like run down too much. We can go ahead and open this and this and this and this. I guess we've leveled really fast. We're already level 10 and we just created this character tonight, although I think it jumped us to level 5. I think it jumped us to level 5 just from getting through the starter area of this class. Might is your favorite stat need on max? Okay. Yeah, I'll try to get Might. I'll prioritize Might. Alright, let's see what we can sell. Our bags are getting really full. I guess we ought to keep the woodworker stuff, right? We don't need to keep the gems, though. We're not going to be using the javelin, that's for sure. We're not a weaponsmith. Ooh. We need to equip that earring, I guess. I didn't see we had another earring that we never equipped. There we go. We don't need cloaks. We're not going to need cloaks till we hit max level, pretty much. What's the in-game content like in this game? I really don't know. I mean, there is a lot of group content, like dungeons or whatever, but and you see a lot of people playing PvP. And yeah, in terms of where they are in the story, they're in Gondor, working towards Mordor. Does it work like WoW ESO with dungeons? Yeah, I think it does in general. I don't think it's, how would you say it? WoW in particular at this point is just like such a streamlined experience when you're running dungeons. You get in that dungeon finder, you get in a dungeon, it's usually over in like 15-20 minutes, especially when people know the fights and are geared. I'm not sure that LOTRO is ever quite that quick or smooth. My memory is that when I was playing before, at least the dungeons that I've run just last a little longer. It's a little more complex, but it's good. I mean, it's fun. Let's see. Let's put those eggs down in our bar so we'll remember to get a food buff. And then when we get to Bree, we'll go by our vault, and there's a lot of stuff that's in our bags that we can just unload into our bank vault. But for now, we'll keep it. So we gotta go talk to Ellie Cutleaf again. Can you play as a hobbit? Yes. Honestly, if you've never played this game, which I know you haven't, if you want the like traditional MMO where it's lots of combat heavy, that kind of stuff, then you know your first character should be a man or a dwarf or an elf or a Beorn if you want to play the Beorn class like I am. But if you want a really unique experience, at some point, create a Hobbit and play through all of the early Hobbit zone levels. Like the... I'll show you when I get out of here. Where is it? Let's take the two-handed. I want to try the two-handed for now. Alright. So the Shire is here. This whole area... And there is some combat. I mean, it's not all, but it's just a lot of it is like it's just a unique experience. It's beautiful. I mean, the Shire is a beautiful area. Especially if you like the books / movies, to play through that area is just really cool. Just I really encourage you to do that if you have those connections to that area. You are locked in on what classes you can play a little bit based on your race. There's definitely some overlap, but some of them are... And I think the Warden and the Runekeeper, which the Warden is kind of like a javelin throwing tank. They can also go more of a DPS line. And the Runekeeper is like a basically like a mage. It's not the only class that plays sort of like a mage, but it's one of them. Those two classes are not free-to-play classes. Those two classes you have to purchase with either real money or LOTRO coins. A lot of people say that it's worth becoming a VIP or subbing to the game for at least 1 month. I think that unlocks things for you, even if you just do it for 1 month. Level as fast as you can for that month, that kind of thing. But and that may not be an option for you, but if it is an option, it's something you might consider.
Hello there.
Ellie got herself in trouble, did she? Something has the animals there stirred up for certain. If this will help make these things right between Ellie and the comb folk, I will help. I think I know just the thing. I'll need fresh honey, blackwort root, and several red berries. There are beehives behind the abandoned house south of Combe. The berries grow in patches in a valley just over the hill beyond the house. Blackwort root is found near the wolf den in the north Chetwood. Okay. Yeah, so it's really interesting because all of the different races have different starting areas. It's kind of cool how they do that. All right, let me grab a drink. I've got a drink over here in the room. I just need to go pick it up really quick. But there's lots of cool class options. If you want to play ranged, you know, the hunter, which is like, you know, bow and arrow kind of thing. If you want to play pet class, the lore master that I was playing earlier today. If you want to play melee, more of a tanky class, you've got guardian. If you want to play melee but more DPS, like two-handed or dual wielding, the champion class is good. If you want to do like more buffing, and it's also kind of a pet class, except you have it's like a standard bearer. You can go with what's it called? The captain, I think. One of the most really powerful classes that can heal is the shoot, I always forget the name of it. It's like they not sing, but they play instruments. Let's see, Vaskin says, what you got to drink? I'm actually drinking Diet Coke. Let's look at LOTRO classes so I can remember the name of this. Minstrel. And then what have we not talked about? Lore Master is the pet class. Burglar is kind of like a rogue type class. And then the Runekeeper and Warden are the non-free-to-play classes, and then Beorning is like a off-tank DPS type class. Yes, so I am drinking a little Diet Coke, but I put, as I do with almost all my drinks, into my big silver mug. Apparently I'm going the wrong way. Have I opened my perks yet? Yeah. Okay. I want to keep those perks going. It gives us it basically gives you the same thing as if you had rested XP. Alright, we need to collect these berries. Alright, let's see how this new ability works. Oh, I didn't equip my new weapon. Hold everything. This will do a lot more DPS, right? Yeah, it's twice as much DPS. Pretty sweet. So we'll have to try the difference, like how it feels going two-handed versus dual wielding. What's up there? Come at me. And we are leveling so fast. It's actually kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Alright, there's all the berries we need. Alright, this is where the honey is, I think. Right over this ridge. Use slash. Okay. So now he's got to get the roots. Guess we go this way? I think so. The time in America land is 12:56 a.m. Hey, it's somebody that's in the same guild as me. What time is it in... Hold on, let me think. Are you in the UK? God, I might be remembering that completely wrong, Baskin. I'm sorry if I am. Okay. Yeah, we're doing a lot more damage now. It's because we've gotten a little higher level. And we picked up that new weapon. We're just kind of one-shotting stuff at this point. Which shows that it's time to... We're just going to focus in on the epic quest line and kind of move on from here. New Zealand. It's coming up to 7 p.m. That just blows my mind. The time zone difference. New Zealand, eh? I hear that New Zealand is a beautiful place. I don't know if I'm still tracking. I guess I am still tracking wood, but I certainly didn't
Hello
get
there.
any. It is for the most part. There you are. It'll just be a moment, and I'll have the poison for you. Be careful with this. It'll not hurt you or I, nor even the little folk, except perhaps make us mildly ill, but the normal woodland creatures would suffer terribly if you don't use caution. You should turn to Ellie and let her know that the poison is ready. Every country has beautiful places, though. That's a good point, Vaskin. Can't get on my mount on the steps. Can't get on my mount at all. Oh, I know, I'm hitting the wrong thing.
What can I do for you?
You have the poison? I trust Cartwheel. Now that we have the poison, we may be ready to strike at the black holes in their Chetwood
Can I
home.
speak with you a moment?
Defeat Jagger Jack and poison wolf food sources. So we're going right back to that area where we've been. And it's possible that if I would have done if I'd have done maybe a few steps of the epic quest line a little sooner, we could have gotten this quest as we were headed out there. But it's fine. This is the last time we'll have to go out here. One thing I like about this game is it has really cool cosmetic options. I just took a wrong turn. So you can once you get gear that you like and you decide how I want my character to look, you can equip them in your cosmetic settings or places, and then no matter what gear you put on, you'll still look like the gear you have in your cosmetic slots. Cosmetic outfits. Which I will probably do that at some point, and I've got cosmetic gear I could use, but I kind of like when you're young, early level, to kind of suffer through looking like whatever gear you put on, then reward yourself down the line at some point with using cosmetic options. Okay, so now I'm seeing the wood show up. Here's the rowan branches. Let's gather some branches. I wonder if they still sell... Let me see how good the universal toolkit is. Because that is pretty cheap. Let's see. I wonder if that's something I can ask for in the kin. So you have to be level 55 to, yeah, use that. Okay. So there's no point in getting that. So maybe we should just get, well, let's see. Let's see how much we get into crafting. Because even though it doesn't cost much, it's still a little bit. Might as well hold off and wait. Alright, there's some more wood we can pick up. Oh, you can actually gather from your horseback? That is amazing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. That's really cool. I don't think that's always been the case, that you could gather crafting materials in the world from horseback. I guess I should notice, like, are we getting any experience for gathering? Probably not, right? Oh, we did. We are getting a little bit of XP every time we gather wood. Let's watch how much it affects the bar, because it's only 30. Huh. It's a pretty good little bit there. Wow. Okay. That is also very cool. I did not know that. I'm not sure. Can I? Oh, I can get up here. Holy cow. Alright, but we need to go this way. Alright, let's get off horseback and do some fighting here. Oh my goodness, we're just tearing them up. You know, we should just go ham in here, because we've got that deed to kill men of Bree. Oh, this is sick. And this is without going into bear form. If we go into bear form, let's see, how much does this use? 10 wrath. How much does this use? 10 wrath as well. Oh, this is disgustingly beautiful. Okay. I love it. I love these points in the MMO when all of a sudden, like, you've been questing in an area and suddenly you're like OP for that area. They're not even hurting me, really. Ooh, we actually got some gear that's good for us. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Huh. It's amazing. Wow. Deed bestowed. Use Thrash tier 3. Alright, let's... Okay. Let's look in our bags. Oh, I know what I was going to get was the... I wanted to look at our woodworkers things. This is them, right? So we can learn new recipes for woodworking by picking those up in the world. Alright, where do we get back in? Let's see where we see our achievements. Is it Deed Log? Brigand Slayer? Yeah, we just need 12 more. Okay. We definitely need to go back in there then. Finish it off. Here's a place I can get in. Ten more. Eight more. Six more. I think it's two more. Alright, we got 10 LOTRO points. And we got Justice level 1. So now if we go to Virtue traits, we see Justice gives us in-combat morale regen, morale, and non-combat morale regen. So it's the only one we have, so we might as well equip it. Alright. So that's how those traits work. You do deeds, which often involves killing things, a certain amount of them. Other ones are exploring, or there's different ones, but you do them until you finish it, and then you get LOTRO points, which you can spend in the store, and you get a Virtue trait, which you can then use to increase certain stats for your character. kind of wanting to collect the wood so that if we wanted to craft a few things, we could. Alright. It said something was transferred to my wallet. It was probably the ingredient points. Could have been mithril coins, though. I don't know. Alright. See, I think the upgraded crafting tool would gather the wood faster, which would be worth it. The time it would save would be worth it. Yeah, and in terms of crafting, I mean, I think LOTRO definitely ranks up there in terms of having one of the better crafting systems. It's got enough complexity to it that it is it's very well done, and it's interdependent on the other crafting. So it's not like you can do everything by yourself. It's one of the ways that they kind of force you to interact with others, if nothing else, through the auction house. But ooh. Okay. So we're not gonna craft right now, though. So we have 13 logs so far that we've gathered from the branches. So that means 15, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure that's how it was working. I believe this will hit level 12 when we turn this in.
What do you need? Would you do something for me?
Okay. Talk to Torridon. I think he's the one that's back in the... Prancing Pony. Oh, we got a new skill. Vigilant Roar. 52 to 66. Does less damage. It doesn't require any wrath though. Does have a 16-second cooldown. Is it a... It says forced attack. Okay, we'll try it. I don't know what that really means. I guess we should do our binding here for now. Okay.
What can I do for you today?
Alright, let's lock the stuff that we know we don't want to sell. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Let's see, that was Arabany. Arabany. Hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. All right, let's go talk to Torridon here.
Greetings.
You have returned, and with news of the Blackwold leaders, you've done well. Now it's time to move against Skunkwood and Eogan. You should make your way to the hideout of theirs and speak to Skunkwood. Once they're telling her rumor about the prisoner they took from Archit, we'd like to see if the tales about him are true. Make your Amdir, free him, and make your escape. I'll follow you to the hideout and aid you. Hurry now. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Oh, it's the Coleman Waddle Inn. That's not the Prancing Pony is the one in Bree. My bad. Alright. Let's go to their hideout. I really like how the branches show up on your mini-map. There's the hideout. We'll see if we're still feeling pretty OP here. Blackwell guard stares up to you from beneath the furrowed brow. He spits on the ground, studies your face for a few seconds before giving you a wry and sinister smile. You must be New Blood Ellie. You'll find Skunkwood in the back. Okay. So I think the prisoner is that way, but we have to go back and talk to Skunkwood first. Which is not that way, I guess. It's this way? I'm actually not sure. No, it must be this way. Let's see. Okay, mate, gotta go now. Thank you for the entertainment. I downloaded LOTRO, so see you there. Awesome. Thank you, Vaskin. I hope you have a good night, and thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Alright, here's where Skunkwood is.
Why are you bothering me?
So you're the one I've heard so much about from Ellie. We lost a lot of good men in Archit, so I'll be glad to have you in the fold. You say you've heard about what, Ranger? I have to tell you, what is happening to that fellow is plain unnatural. Aegon tells me he'll be a great boon to us, but for now he's just a raving madman. I don't mind letting you down and take a peek in on him. He's down in the dungeon, the far end of the cavern. My guard, though, will let you pass. Okay. Alright, see you next time. Thanks so much. The eye, the eye. Black foul creatures. You, who are you? Who? The voice, make it stop.
The voice, it will not stop.
The wound is so cold. The voice speaks to me, commands me, tells me things, tells me about the end of all things, the beginning of new things. It calls me to service. I must do what it says, must follow, I must serve the Dark Lord. No, no, no. Why do they have Sarah Oakhart in there with him? It's just so weird. Escape, I must. There goes Amdir. See ya, Amdir. Help me, please. Oh, thank you for coming to save me.
Young one.
I have been held captive here for a long time. I've seen so many things. If you would be so kind as help me out of this dungeon, I would be able to tell you a bit of what happened to your friend Amdir. It'll be good to see the sky again. Let us get going, shall we? And this is like... I remember the first time I played this. It's just brutal. How long it takes Sarah Oakhart to walk out of here. Yeah, we're still feeling pretty OP. There goes those rats running around. Come on, Sarah. And this is not the last time we'll see Sarah Oakhart. That's for sure. She takes so long to walk, we never build up enough rage to actually go into bear form. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Alright, we're almost out of here now, I think. Hey, she's going. She's finally going. Goodness, it sounds like there's a... All of you stay back, it's too late for him. I'm sorry, my friend, but I must end this. End this? Kill me? Is this the compassion of the Dunedain? The voice told the truth. I shall end you, Torador. Toradin. And every other ranger as well.
It is too late for
Toradin coughs up blood. Amder is beyond saving now. You must warn my kindred. Mundul is the mustering cave of the rangers. He helped him. Go to Underhill. Ask him if Tangler's delivered my message. Ugh. Alright, Sarah. Goodness me, what a terrible sight for these old eyes. The blade that stung Amder has done its work, and I fear he's nothing more than a servant of the enemy now. You should try and stop him if you can. And don't worry about me. Now that I'm free of that awful cell, I'll be fine. I've got my stick back. Don't know what I would have done without it. Talk to Constable Underhill. Let's see. So we need to go back across, I guess. So we'll go turn this quest in. Actually, we should just... Can we do it in the water? Yeah, we should just go to comb this way. We'll miss out on the couple of branches we would have passed, but it'll save us a time. And we can go ahead and wrap it up after we turn this in, I think. There's Tom Bombadil's house. Alright, let's see what we've got to sell here.
Hello, friend.
Repair all.
Help me with something.
And let's sell some of our stuff that we don't need. Okay, so we're up to 200 silver. And it looks like, is it a 30-minute? No, 60-minute cooldown on your binding to home. And here's the turn into Underhill.
Good day.
Thoradin slain by Amdir? How is that possible? Seek out Constable Tangler Rush immediately. If Thoradin's warning does not reach us, Ken, who is to know what devilry will ensue? Quickly now. So we can get will, we can get agility. It is a lot more armor, so unfortunately we're going to lose the might. But I think it's worth it. Alright. Poor Thoradin, if his words are true, his kinsmen are in great danger. This Mundul he spoke of before he passed must be warned. Now, I don't know exactly where this mustering cave is, but if Thoradin warned Constable Tangler Rush, then Tangler Rush must know its location. He's a constable in Staddle, down the road south of Combe. You will likely find her loitering about town center. Quickly now, you must find her. Okay. New quest during the prologue. So we're not even through the prologue yet. Chasing Amdir. We're up to level 12. So level 1 to 12 in just a little bit of time tonight, although it did kind of skip us to level 5, didn't it? Like we got a couple early levels and then it just skipped you up to level 5. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and log out here. Thank you all as always for watching. Probably will convert this over to YouTube only in the sense that we can sort of focus in on this class, so that might be fun. But if you're just joining me, sorry, I'm actually just wrapping things up. But we'll be back to LOTRO tomorrow. During the day, we should be able to play a good bit. But thanks for stopping by, and we'll be back tomorrow.